Alright. So you know what? I'm just gonna rip the band-aid off. I'm just gonna do it. Okay? Th- this has been something that I wrote in my ideas thing for like a while ago, and then I never really wanted to do it because it's kind of a weird thing to talk about. I guess the dark is a little fitting here, but today I am going to talk about the topic of loneliness, which I think has become just increasingly more prevalent as the internet becomes a thing. Because, you know, I mean, people are just isolating themselves more. And I feel like now we also have AI stuff. So, like, AI is kind of fucking us because now people are just spending time talking to AI. I realize I guess I'm also kind of the part of the problem because I do talk to Chat GPT sometimes, even if it's just like, you know, hey, how can I fix this? Like when I was trying to fix my Mac uh drawing tablet stuff because it was acting weird, but I think it was more just a GIMP issue than drawing tablet issue because it works fine in other programs, but um, you know, I I feel like the just the internet in general and technology in general is causing a lot of the issues with loneliness. But I feel like for some people that it is the choice that they're using technology that is creating that. And I feel like in the past that kind of has been something that oh, is that why? No. It's not that. I don't know. I don't know what is causing the shadow on my face, but it is what it is. This is what's that's what's gonna have to happen. Um, but for some people, it's kind of the choice to use technology because they are just choosing to isolate themselves from society or relationships or whatever, right? But I feel like it has become a bit of a problem now because it is no longer just okay. Well, you know, I am intentionally choosing to not bother with people anymore. Because now it is, well, I also kind of, it's hard to find people anymore. That's kind of part of the problem that we have now. Because I feel like, in a way, it's almost easier than ever to find people because there's the internet. But it's also harder than ever to find people because, I don't know. For me personally, I just like meeting people in the real world. I think that's cool. That's part of what I love about Pokemon Go is that you can just meet people, you know? Like I mean even today that literally just happened because I was at the park and walking around for a little bit and then I see two people that I know. So I was talking with them for a while and we were doing some raids and then these other two people they walked by a couple times and one of the people I was with was like, "Oh, they're probably playing Go too, so maybe I'll, reach out to them and say hi and see if they want to do some raids." And so then he did. And sure enough, they were playing Go. So they joined us for like a raid and we didn't really talk to them too much. It was kind of a weird thing because they were kind of like on their own, but they were kind of near us. It was a little weird. But the point is that got to talk to them and got to meet some new people. So that's cool. Even if I don't really know much about them and I don't really know if I'm going to talk to them again in the future, it's a way to break the ice and to meet people. So that's something I really like about Go personally. But I I've kind of found myself feeling a lot more lonely than I ever have before. And it sucks. It just kind of sucks because I feel like this is probably something that honestly probably going to talk about with my therapist eventually because it's something that it's it's one of the problems I really have because I feel like a lot of the things that or the only thing that doesn't make me lonely at this point is Pokemon Go. And the problem with that is that number one, like it's not guaranteed that people are gonna continue playing Pokemon Go. And number two is that I feel like a lot of people are kind of falling off of it, and especially soon, the winter's gonna come. A lot of people stop really playing Pokemon Go in the winter, myself included. I mean, I will open the game and, maybe do some stuff here and there, and if it's decent weather, I'll go outside. It's not like giga freezing. But it's tough to play Pokemon Go consistently because there's so many factors that can kind of stop people from showing up. And to be honest, that's one of the reasons I really play Pokemon Go at this point is because of the community and the people. And so that kind of sucks if at some point there's probably not going to be as many people playing because they're just quitting or because they're just taking a break while the weather sucks or whatever. So that is not great. And at the same time, I would say this has pretty much been going on for like the past year. I've been kind of not necessarily partially cutting myself out of the friend group I was in, but also just I've been slowly drifting out of it because it's like, I mean, I've already spoken about it before, but let's just say there's a Dr. Disrespect in the group, the 2-time, So, yeah, I mean, it was just something that I personally really did not like, and I didn't want to continue, I guess, sort of endorsing it or encouraging it. So I just kind of stopped talking to him, and as a result, I didn't want to be in the group that much anymore because he's usually in the group. So I stopped going in the group as much. And I mean, also, I think part of it too is that there was less holding me there, because before it was like we'd play League all the time or whatever, we'd play some other multiplayer games, but now it's like I don't really play a lot of multiplayer games anymore. And like when I do, usually it's not even in that group. So I just don't really play much of that stuff anymore, because also I just have no time because of games because of work and because of this. And when I do want to play games, it's usually something that's kind of chill. Like I want to play like Legends ZA because I paid $60 for it. I like to play through the game. It's a fun game. I just haven't gotten to play much of it. I played 9 hours in like 3 weeks. 9 hours in total, and that's like some of that is like me staying up giga late because I wanted to play some. So that is just tough for me. That's just a difficult kind of thing that now I'm no longer in that friend group and I'm kind of not talking to them so much. And I didn't replace it with anything. It's not like, oh, well, I left that friend group, but now I'm in this friend group. I didn't replace it with anything. So realistically, I just kind of don't really talk to people. And in terms of family too, like family was always kind of a big thing because, I was pretty close with like cousins and stuff for a long time. And we used to do a lot of stuff, but now we kind of haven't been doing that much because number one, I'm busy at work, so I've missed like 2 birthdays because of that. And I mean, we're just busy. That's just kind of life. So it's kind of harder to find time to do stuff together. And so I don't really get to see my family as much anymore. And then the family I do get to see, usually I'm not really trying to see as much. So, that kind of sucks. And I just don't I don't know entirely how to fix the loneliness issue, because it's like, what what could I do to fix it? And to me, it would either be find some sort of place or people in real life that would, fill that void, or to find some sort of online community, I guess. But like, the thing I hate about like Discord is I don't want to like join a voice call or something, because I feel like I'd be at home, and when I'm at home, like, I never want to join Discord calls unless it's like late, because I'm always worried about like background noise, and I don't want to, I guess, have people that they have to deal with that or whatever. So that is kind of part of my issue, and also just in general, like, I feel like I value in person friendships a lot more now. I used to not. I used to, just whatever, like, I'd rather talk to people online, because, people in real life, it's like they, some of them don't, some of them don't particularly line up with your interests all the time, but you also get to see them more, and you get to kind of understand them more, because when you talk to somebody online versus the real world, it's kind of a different thing. So I feel like my personality sometimes when I'm like online or on the phone or whatever is like completely different from who I am as a person in real life. And so I feel like it's a hard kind of thing for me to want to talk to people online instead of in person, And I just, I mean, for me personally, I just value in person interaction a lot more. I feel like that is like the one thing that really kind of changed with me from COVID, is that I just realized like I kind of missed being in the real world, and I wanted to be in the real world more. And I realized, especially like with school, because it was all online, I realized, I kind of would rather be, I need uh that time at school or in the real world or whatever. So I realized how important that was, but it kind of took me years to get to the point that I'm at now. And now that I'm here, I kind of just don't know what to do. Like, where where do I go to meet people, or to find a place that I feel like I belong, sort of. Which I guess also part of the problem I have too is that I kind of don't know what to think in regards to identity. Because, you can say, like, oh, well, you go to, like, I don't know, a local card shop, for example, right? Like, maybe, I like Pokemon cards, I guess, or whatever. It's like, number one, I kind of never really have been super into card games, other than, like, Hearthstone, I guess, back when, like, Hearthstone was, like, at its peak. But there's that. And there's also, like, I just feel like I'm not super into the nerdy stuff anymore. So, like, I don't know. I mean, I guess I've become more of a creative person. So I guess maybe I would go to some creative place, I guess. Like, find like an art studio or something. I don't know, but like, I don't know if that's where I belong either. I don't know. Maybe I should just maybe I should just go to the gym. Like, I don't know, man. I this is like a problem that basically every fat person has, realistically, is that they don't want to go to the gym because they're fat, and they're gonna, people are gonna be like, oh, that guy's fat. That guy, what's he doing? He's probably not gonna last 5 minutes at the gym or something. So it's like, you don't want to go to the gym, but if you don't go to the gym, how you lose weight. Which, to be fair, I mean, I'm losing weight, so I'm like, I'm almost about to go to 160 or into the 160s, depending on if the scale decides to fucking work. I don't know what's wrong with my scale, man. Like, it just, that scale, literally yesterday, it was saying, I was like 173.5 or something. I'm like, wow, I gained a lot of weight. And then like I tried it a couple more times and it went down to like 169.2 or something. And then today it's like 170.5 or something. I'm like, okay, sure. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But that, I just, it's a little bizarre. But I mean, I'm losing weight, I guess, so it's not really a problem for me, but for a lot of people, it's like they want to get in better shape, but they don't want to go to the gym because, you know, they're fat, so they're like worried about people making fun of them or you know, the way that they look, because they don't really look like the sort of person that would be in a gym. But if you don't go to the gym, then how are you going to lose weight, you know? Or if you don't exercise, how are you going to lose weight? Because that's how it is. So it's like you have to either find a way to... Some guy invited me to RSVP in Pokemon Go. We have to find a way to break that, because it's basically a self-fulfilling like cycle or whatever, basically. Because it's like you're not going to lose the weight, so you're not going to go to the gym, and because you're not going to the gym, you're not going to lose weight. So that, I guess, is sort of similar to what I'm feeling, I guess, but it's also just, I don't know if I'm really a gym person. I mean, like, I do work out every day, basically. But it's like, I don't know. I don't know if that's where I should go, and I don't really know if that's a great place to meet people either. But there's just not many great places to meet people. It's like, this guy fucking, stop inviting me to RSVP, you motherfucker. God. Oh my god, dude. But part of the problem now is that before the internet, I mean, you kind of had to go to places to meet people. But now that you don't, now a lot of those places are starting to not exist anymore because there's not as much of a demand for them. And so that basically just fucking sucks. Because it's like, well, now what? Because I feel like at some point we're going to be like almost pigeonholed into using the internet because there is no more third places or whatever. Because it was like before, back when, you know, before we had the internet, it was like you had your home and then you had your place of work or education or whatever. And then you had your third place, which was the place that you would go and you would meet people or meet up with friends or whatever. And that's why malls were such a big thing in like the 90s and stuff, you know? Like I remember watching a bunch of those like 90s shows when I was a kid. And they always would make a lot of men, or maybe not make a, that's probably not the right word, but like they would showcase malls a lot. And that's partially because that was like a big thing at the time, because malls became a huge thing. Because everybody was going to the mall, because everybody, you know, that was the place to go. There was a bunch of stores and a lot of things to do. But now a lot of people don't even really go to malls, and when they do, like, it's not really as much to do at the mall as there used to be. Because, like, for example, there's like one mall that's near me, and it's like, it's basically just clothes for the most part, which, like, I'm okay with buying clothes. Like, I've bought clothes at the mall. I'm okay with that. But, like, there's not really much else. It's like, you know, there's some restaurants and fast food, and there's like, I mean, yeah, it's basically just food and clothes, and that's mostly it. it's like a card shop. Like, again, do I care about card games? And also, like I kind of don't really want to do the nerdy hobby thing anymore, because some of the people that participate in nerdy hobbies are not great, you know. So it's like I don't know. It goes back to the identity thing too, because at the end of the day, it's just I'm still trying to figure out who the fuck I even am anymore, and like what I care about and what I do, and like people that I would feel are similar to that are probably people that I would want to associate with. But it's like I don't know where those people are, and I don't even know who I am. So I don't know what I want or where I want to go or what I want to do. I don't know anything. But ultimately, I just kind of feel like the loneliness has kind of continued to be a thing, because I don't really know how to fix it in that sense. And I guess the easiest way is probably to just, join like a Discord or something. But I also don't want to join like a giant fucking Discord of like thousands of people, and it's like, your message is not gonna get read, or you're not gonna, people are not gonna be fucking really giving a shit about you because there's thousands of other people in the server. But I don't know. I was looking into like Discord servers, and I saw there's like smaller communities that you could join. So that's kind of interested me, and I'm thinking about doing something like that. I don't know. Maybe that's what I should do. But fuck. But like my point kind of is this. There's just a random guy that's just looking at me. Like, he just turns around, he just looks at me. And I'm just like, okay, dude, sure. Whatever. Whatever you, I don't know. But as I was saying, I feel like the thing I also hate about Discord servers is that it just feels like you're gonna like get lumped in with a group of random ass people, which I guess like age isn't a huge thing. It's also like, I don't want to be talking to minors. I'm just gonna be honest. I mean, I used to be a minor on a Discord, so I was like 15 when I made my Discord account or whatever. But I don't want to be talking to minors. It honestly kind of is weird that like minors even exist on Discord, because it's like you're in constant contact with people who are not minors. So that to me just feels fucking weird. I don't like that at all. But also there's gonna be like people who are like way above my fucking age range on Discord probably. And then I'll also obviously Discord, it like has its own fucking stereotypes with it. There's a whole fucking Discord moderator with the fucking, Discord kittens and shit. That shit's weird. But like, I don't know. It's hard to find people, I guess, that are kind of similar to you. And it makes me kind of regret how I handled high school and college and all that. And honestly, it's like one of the big things that I want if I go back to college is to kind of rebuild a social circle, I guess, so that I have, people I can talk to and do things with. Because a lot of the time, like when I have days off, it's like I don't know what to do anymore on my days off. Because it's kind of like, well, I could go to a new place, or I could just relax, or I could try to like do something like clean my room, or I could like work on videos or whatever. I could just play games, I guess, if I want to. But it's like I have nothing to fucking do. I have nothing, or I don't have like a thing that is like, okay, this is what I'm doing today. Today I'm gonna go do this thing with this person or whatever. I don't fucking I don't have that. It's my, like, I think that all fogged up, and, like, this is fogging up, too. Maybe I did need the air conditioner on. This is the thing I hate about cars, is that, they fog up so easily. I guess just because I'm talking, and there's moisture, or maybe not moisture, but, like, there's, like, humidity in my voice as I'm speaking. And so it just fucking gets really humid in here. Or not, maybe not humid, but like it just, you know, there's fucking stuff on the windshield. So I guess I should turn the air conditioner on and let the defrost. That was a noise. Oh my god, speaking of which, it's like, oh, okay, no, never mind, cause it's because of the defroster. I was like, why is everything fogging up more? No, because I can't really leave if my window is just, or my windshield is just giga fogged. So, yeah. Oh yeah, it's getting better. It's getting better. I could see it. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I mean, I guess, if anybody has advice, that'd be cool. 'Cause, yeah, it kind of sucks. Kind of sucks to just not really have people and just kind of feel like you're alone all the time, you know? But I don't know. I'm sure I'll kind of figure out something eventually. And I think a large part of it for me is just going to be kind of being more willing to put myself out there. There's not something that's very easy for me to do, but I'm trying to do it more consistently. Like every time I see somebody new at work, I make the effort to go over and say hello and try to introduce myself. And I did it last night. It was kind of painful, I'm not gonna lie, because I went over and I'm like, oh hey, you know, I just, fuck, what did I even say? I was like, hey, you know, just wanted to say hi, because, you know, usually at the deli we don't get to talk to people that much. And like after I said that, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, the fuck am I saying? What? Why did I just say that? Like, it sounds like I'm fucking... It sounds like I'm like starved for conversation or something. Like, you know, they don't really let us talk much at the deli or such shit. Like, what the fuck? What? Like, why did I say it like that? Why did I say it like that? That was so dumb of me. I don't know why I did that. But I think she kind of got the idea, and I kind of like rephrased it a little bit. Oh shit, my phone, that phone is at 15%. Uh-oh. I don't know how many more of these I'm getting to record. Uh-oh. But yeah. Yeah, like I kind of fumbled that a little bit, but then I corrected it a little bit. I was like, you know, we don't really get a lot of time to say hello to, people at the, you know, other people. So I just wanted to introduce myself. So, yeah. I didn't feel particularly amazing about it, but like I think she kind of gets the idea. And I've heard that some like in my head I feel like I fucked that up badly, but I feel like a lot of people don't care, and like people say like, yeah, like it's not a big deal. You know, it's whatever, like you put yourself out there and you did something. But like that always happens to me, like a lot of the time, especially if I try to talk to girls. I just fumble it so bad. I've done it so many times. But I don't know, apparently some of them think it's like cute or whatever, and I'm like, okay, I guess. I don't know. I'm just fucking bad. Just bad at fucking trying to reach out to people. But yeah. I guess I should probably start to end this video before the phone dies, because the phone is gonna die soon. So, yeah, I guess, honestly, I'm not gonna be surprised if this video actually does, like, better than the usual ones do, because I feel like it's something where you're just in a YouTube rabbit hole, and then you just end up clicking on video after video, and then, like, you just see this and you're like, oh, that's interesting, and then you click on it, and then bam, you're watching a fucking guy talk about how he's lonely for 30 minutes. But I hope it won't be the case forever. But, oh man, you know what? Okay, I can't end the video yet, actually, because there's one more thing I forgot to mention, which is that, because I kind of mentioned the age thing, and it's like, I don't want to talk to minors, I don't want to talk to fucking people who are like 50 years old or some shit, I'm trying to find people my age, but it's hard to find people my age. That's the problem. That's the problem I have. Like, where are all the 20-somethings, Where are they? Where the fuck are they? They're like, I don't know where they are. College, I guess, is like the big one, right? And then other than that, it's like, I don't know. I mean, I don't really think they're at bars, because my generation doesn't really drink that much. I mean, I guess some of them will be, but like, I don't fucking go to bars. I don't drink. I don't drink. So like, where are they? I don't know. But ultimately, it sucks to be lonely, and I think, I feel like it's only gonna get worse, to be honest. I was gonna say, like, if you're kind of in the position of not, like, you're not out of high school or college yet, then I would say try to take those opportunities to make as many connections as you can, because not all of them are gonna last. But the train will last, because I do hear it's coming. But, as I was saying, I kind of feel like that's almost gonna change, and like, people aren't even really gonna be able to make friends in like school and stuff anymore. I don't know. I hope that's not the case, because I do genuinely think we need like some human connection in order to thrive as humans. And when there is no human connection, that kind of just makes it fucking hard. So, I hope that we'll be able to have some human connection down the line. I hope that we're not going to go towards a future where it's just like, all right, guys, we're just not gonna fucking hang out anymore. Or, we only talk on Discord, or we're talking to our AI girlfriends and shit. Oh man. That is definitely a fucked future. I'm not gonna lie. I hope that doesn't happen. But, now that the train is coming, I guess this is a good time to probably end this. Because, it's coming. I hear it. It's coming. It's almost here. Where is it? Is it coming from that way? I think it's coming from the other way. There it is. There you go. It's going. Honk. I think this is probably a good thumbnail. Hold on, let me make it really. Yeah. I'm just gonna start I should just do a video where I just do a bunch of thumbnail faces the whole time, just like, I feel like I actually have pretty good soy jack. Like, like, it's kind of, you can't really see it that well, I guess, because of the darkness. And also my arm is giga fucked. My arm is so fucked. Oh, dude, my arm is so fucked. But these muscles don't lie, though. I will say that, like, the muscles definitely don't lie. But, the pain also doesn't lie. It sucks. But, shit, is it really almost... It's like almost 6 o'clock. Fuck. Guess who has to work at, what's it called? Guess who has to work at 9 a.m.? I think it might be best if I just end this here. I'm not gonna lie. I think it is probably time for me to get out of here and go home. And yeah. My auto catcher was not going the whole time, so that party task is probably not happening. But yeah, I don't really have much else to say, so I think this is where I end things off, with the train still going by. And I don't know. I hope this gets better at some point, because it just sucks not to really talk to people that much. But then again, I mean, hey, at least it's work, right? That's good. But, yeah, I guess I don't really have anything else to say. So, I guess that's it.